준비 1,
넷,
2,
넷,
3,
넷,
4,
넷,
5,
넷,
6,
넷,
7,
넷,
8,
넷,
9,
넷,
10.
넷.
The main points for Hayasuburi are pretty much the same as any normal suburi. So obviously you're lifting the sword above your head, or the shinai above your head. Not back like this, but ideally on a 45-degree angle. Okay, and when you're cutting, again, you're trying to get that ball bearing, that imaginary ball bearing that's inside the shinai to flick to the end of the kansen. We're not making big, overextended arm movements like this. You're using your wrists to flick it out. Okay, so all these points are exactly the same as normal shomen suburi. Also with the right hand, okay, when you lift it above your head, you're not pulling back with the right hand, so all in the left hand and throwing it out like this. The main point that you really got to be careful with and you really got to do properly with Hayasuburi is to use the feet properly. Not only the feet, but your hips. You really got to strike from your hips. You often see when people do Hayasuburi, it's like very small, okay, and their feet are hardly even moving. Okay, again, there's no point in doing this exercise. It's not going to benefit your kendo at all. So we really want to take a step back and then forward as far as you can with your hips. So you're throwing your hips into it. But at the same time, one thing you should never do is have your left foot coming past your right. Okay, your left foot's always behind your right foot like this. Okay, but we really want to move those hips as much as we can. Okay, if you just do small Hayasuburi, there's really no benefit to your kendo at all. So a good indication of whether or not you've really got your hips into this Hayasuburi is your tare, your odare in the front should fly up as you go forward. Might look a little bit rude, but that means you really got your hips in there and you're doing it properly. Okay, so from side on, Hayasuburi would look something like this. It's always hard to get everybody to start at the same time, so often, depending on the dojo, people will start up here like this. Okay, and then another thing to watch out for is when you're doing the cuts, not to flick it up like this. No, we want to make each cut count. Okay, so there's a very, very slight pause. You're not actually stopping, but there's a little bit of a pause at the end of each cut. So each cut counts, not bum, 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 like this. Okay, so those points in mind, let's try it again. Go.